Alright, so we are back, and today we're going to take a look at the Fanstoys breakdown, whatever they call him. I don't know, I don't care, it's in the title. You guys know how I feel about that. He does come with this gun. It's a nice blue metallic color on there. Looks fine. And he also does come with the alternate face, which I have not lost yet, which I will lose at some point. And then we can just plug the gun in here. And yeah, rolls just fine. Looks good. I like the weight of him. He almost feels like a giant Hot Wheels car because it's like there's so much die cast on this guy. And then there he is with Sideswipe. So, and this is really impressive. And we'll get into why when we get into robot mode. Most of you guys already know this, but we'll get into that in a moment here. But I do like how it looks. The doors do open like so. If you want to do that look, and then these headlights pop out as well. If you want to look at that as well. Again, or I'm saying again, but I say this in the war video that's coming up. That's something I will never do again. Just because I have no real interest in displaying it that way. But ultimately, he does look pretty good. The camera is making this look like a whole different color here. And it is just a bare plastic. It's just not painted. And it does look different in person, but it doesn't stick out as bad as the camera is making it look. So yeah, all around, really good looking car. I like the coloration. I like the coloration of this better, but I like the shape of the X-Transbots ones better. So yeah, let's get him transformed if I can remember how to do that. This guy is not a fun transformer, that is for damn sure. So let's see. Let's start by getting doors out, right? Pretty sure I'm going to need this tool here as we go. Let's get those doors out first. Come on. Oh, come on. I had a hell of a time getting this guy from robot into car mode. And like I said, it's just not a fun transformation on this one. Alright, well, let's see if we can do stuff without that. Let's see here. I think the windshield comes up. Right. Come on, I know you just fold. There you go. Thank you. Good Lord. And then this can come out, right? A little bit. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, we got. Like I said, it's not a fun transformation. So we'll split that up, and then we can take this piece here, fold this out, fold this piece here out. Now we've got it kind of exploded a little bit. And that's essentially what we'll want to do, is we want to blow this whole car up. These pieces here will fold up. And I don't understand the purpose of these things rotating and stuff, but they do. And I think they just sit up there. And as you move them, they just become loose. So that really sucks. It's just like really... Alright. I read the instructions twice. They make it seem like you have to do it. So anyway, fold the leg down here like this. This will rotate up, right? Okay, tire comes in like this. And does it fold out? I can't remember. This piece here will fold down. Fold the foot down and around. This can fold up. And then we can take this piece here. This will fold up. This. This will fold over, and then we can fold this up. And this can come forward like this. There we go. Locking all this into place as we go, and then this will just fold into there. And then we can take this and tab this into place. And then fold this piece here down and around. I believe that is it. This is now a floppy mess. I hate that. Let's see if I can get a screwdriver in there real quick. There's my Phillips. So this is one thing you should not have to do in the course of transforming something, is go in and tighten screws. So, but that's part of the problem of using die cast on like everything. Alright, so now we got that out of the way. Now we can do the other leg. But yeah, that's how the leg looks when you're done. Pretty clean looking. Gotta give him that. Looks pretty good. I think I got it all right. I'm sure I missed something and somebody's out there like, you gotta flip this. But whatever. Alright, so let's see if we can do this better on this side. So fold the leg down. Take this panel here out. Flip this here out like that. This will come up. And then what we want to do here is this panel here comes down. The tire will fold in. Like this. The foot will come down. And then I can't remember how I did that. Oh, this comes out, around, back up. This will rotate in. That folds in. This will fold up. This. Does it go up any further? Or is that it? There it goes. There we go. So this needs to do the same thing here. Down, tabs in, right, there we go. These top panels here will tab in together, just like that. This will come down, and that's pretty much it for the legs. Whew. And I think my camera's fucking up because this is a much cleaner white than what we're seeing in the camera here. Alright, so fold these up. Let's get this tool here. And this one is loose as well, so we're going to tighten that up real quick before we move on. So just get your screwdriver, wedge it in there, give it a turn or two. go. I had to do that to the knees as well for this guy. I realize a lot of figures, especially Fanstoys in particular, for me lately, I've had to just tighten a few things out of the box. Alright, so you flip this piece here up, and you flip this piece up, and this piece here up, and then you could rotate the waist. So there's a waist swivel here, but then there's another waist swivel here that's super tight. So you just gotta force it and fold all that down, and then this middle piece here will just tab into place, kind of locking the torso in, and there you go. Rotate the camera up so we can see what we're going to do up here. Alright. I hated this part too of the transformations, getting these arms locked in. And I'll show you something that I figured out while I was messing with it, because it just was not working for me at all. Alright. Let's fold these out like this. You can rotate the arm around. And then when you open this up, see, normally when you flip a fist into a forearm, you want to make a fist. But in this case, it works better if you leave it open with the fingers slightly curved, or the bottom hinge curved, but the rest of them flat, kind of like this. And then you rest the thumb like this. So that just seems to fit in there better than if you go with just a straight fist. Close that up. There we go. And then we can take this, and this is supposed to rotate around just like that. Alright, now for the other side, we want to do the same thing. So we get this panel here out. There we go. We can take the arm out. Rotate this around this way. It only goes one way because there's actually a little stopping joint, so you got to make sure you do it the right way. Fold this around, open up the wrist, flip out the hand, close this up, and there we go. All right. Trying to keep this stuff lined up here. All right, now the back piece is a little bit more fidgety. We want to flip this piece here out and around, out and around. These pieces here will come out. You have to do it at a certain angle. There we go. So let's come out. The chest will come up. Oh, I guess you could have flipped the chest up. Alright, and then we take these panels here out. And then I believe this folds up into here, right? Yeah, just like that. And now we take this, and this will fold down. There's tabs here and here that will correspond in little ports here and right up here. You can barely see. Alright, and we get that all lined up. there we have him in his robot mode. Whew. Not a terrible transformation, but he's not fun either. Real quick, he does come with the alternate faces. He's got this kind of like angry face as well as stoic face. I went with angry face just to kind of give him, because he's so similar to the X-Transbots one. I just wanted something to differentiate the two. And before people start screaming at me, that was a joke. I'm just not funny sometimes. Alright, so head is on a hinge swivel, so you get the left and the right. Pretty good up, a little bit down. Shoulders ratcheted around, softer ratchets. Friction out to the side. Bicep swivel. He's got a double bend elbow. And what's weird is that it looks like this should be ratcheted, but it's not. Because it's got the teeth for it, so it's just kind of weird. Wrist does swivel, ball jointed thumb, and each finger has 2 points of articulation. All that works pretty well. Waist swivels. You do have this little bit back here. You kind of have to be careful with it. Because as you do it, it's kind of pulling the back part apart. Ab crunch, right? Maybe not. I'm not going to break it. So if he's got an ab crunch, it ain't working. Thighs out to the side to there. Get those out of the way. Ratchet it up to there. Back to there. Thigh swivel. Double bend knee. And the feet are on a good rocker. Tilt. And tilt. Are these die cast too? I think so, yeah. And then you can take his gun. And this just plugs into his hand. Right? Why aren't you working now? There it goes. Holds it just fine. And then what's awesome about the head, or as far as the swappable face gimmick goes, it's just plugged on there like a typical masterpiece. So you can just pop that off and just take the other one and just plug it on. Which is, I like that feature a lot better than some of the other ones where you have to like dismantle a bunch of things to get to it. But yeah, overall it looks pretty good. He looks great. I mean, he cleans up pretty well. He's a little thin, I will say, but I definitely think he looks great. Yeah. Scale wise, here he is next to Prowl. So, yeah, and here he is next to Starscream. So he's about the same size as the current MP Starscream. I think the Make Toys ones are a little bit bigger, and the Deformation one's a little bit bigger still. So if it's important for you to get him, the Seeker's bigger than your Carbots, then that would be a better way to go. But I know a lot of people don't like this guy anyway, so who cares? And yeah. Get out of the way. And now, the scale question. Let's talk about that real quick. Because for me, I prefer this scale. Well, we'll talk about that in the war video, just to have more things to talk about. But there he is next to the X-Transbots one. So just so you can see, it's crazy, guys. It is so crazy that it goes from the same size car, but it's so much bigger. I mean, oh man, yeah, he's a little bit thinner because of it. But he cleans up so well. And it's like, it's not that he's thinner, it's just, every other Transformer we've got has got some sort of backpack hanging off the back. So, you take that away, and it's not that bad. Here is, for a point of reference, because, this is shoulder kibble here. So his shoulder actually ends like right here, so he's got a little bit of a back there. But just for a point of reference, here is Quake Blast from Cloud 9. And you see he's just got this tiny, without the backpack on there, he's got just this tiny bit of a back. It's kind of similar to him. He just has a bigger torso that makes him look bigger, and his shoulders are a lot wider. So, but he doesn't have as much of a back without that backpack. So it's an awkward look when you think about it. And just also, here's a Marvel Legends, and you see like his back doesn't stick out very far either past his arms. So it seems unnatural. The thinness seems unnatural, but only because we're used to robots having giant backs and torsos. So once you get past that, yeah, he's pretty good. So for rating, I've got to give this guy 9 out of 10. And the reason for that is just a couple little points. These little hip pieces here, which I still don't understand why they have to flip down. They don't get into the way of anything if you leave them where they are. I just did it because the instructions told me to. Those are annoying. These panels here not really having a place to tab in when everything else has like this place and purpose and it all clicks in. And but these panels just to be kind of flopping here on little ball joints. It's just like, it's bizarre. It's just a bizarre choice to do there. Also, like the door panels don't really, like you can't really lock the door panels in when this is here. So it's kind of cumbersome in that regard. So you lock it in and then that untabs. And then, so it's like you can't really have the, well, maybe I just got it. Did I just, yeah, I just got it. Never mind. Now I got to do it over here. You say something enough times and then something's going to click into place and then you're going to like, oh, I was doing it wrong the whole time. My bad. All right. So those work. Never mind. But these things are still annoying. Oops. These are annoying. Whatever's going on there. And the fact that, well, you know what? Never mind on the waist. So you can move the waist a little bit further without it pulling everything apart. I just didn't have this tucked in all the way. Okay, so we've got the weird little hip things and the little back things there. So that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got for a complaint on him. Pretty minor. Other than that, I think he's phenomenal. 9 out of 10. Can't quite give him a 10 because there are a few things, and the transformation is a bit obnoxious. Although it is worth it in the end because it was a pretty good transformation. So yeah, let's get these guys back on the war video.